it gets more aggressive while it's in your mouth. It's like fighting back.
Welcome to Foreign Flavors, where we get to taste food from around the world and talk about culture. So I'm with Camille DeBro. She's with our technology team. I hope you brought your appetite because we're in for a treat today. We're testing sandwiches from around the world.
Oh wow, I'm really excited about that.
So you've never had a Hagelslag before. Have you ever heard of it?
No, but I think the Americans have something similar where we'll do rainbow sprinkles and butter. So hopefully it won't be too much of a shock to my taste buds.
All right, should we give it a go?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like it.
not what I was expecting. So this originally came from the Dutch. Apparently they eat 700,000 of these in a day.
Oh wow. I wonder if those are just the kids or are the adults doing this too?
I actually quite enjoy it. So
I know, I can see myself doing a little midnight snack with this.
I understand that you've done quite a bit of study abroad in your youth.
I did. So after I graduated high school, I spent a month in Australia. And then when I was in college, I spent 3 months in Granada, Spain.
And how did you pick those two destinations?
So I actually have family in Sydney, Australia. So I was able to stay with them. I have a lot of family. My aunt and uncle, they have 3 grown kids with their own families. So they were able to take me all around different parts of Australia. And then when I was in college, I chose Spain because I speak Spanish and I was learning Spanish at the time. So it just made sense to go and immerse myself in that culture, learn the language, meet the people, eat the food. So can I wipe my mouth after eating this? Like, okay, I'm like, otherwise this is gonna be a really messy interview.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What the heck is this?
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
Now, to me, this looks like a hot dog. Like, we get this at the ballpark. So I'm curious, like, how Chileans eat this like a sandwich. So tell me more about your experience with this.
Yes, so I actually did the Work X program in Chile last year, and the completo is one of their most popular dishes. Everyone knows what they are. They're eating them. They can find them anywhere. And what it is, it's a hot dog covered with tomato, a layer of avocado, and a whole lot of mayo. They love mayo out there. And one of the biggest mistakes a tourist will make is ordering a completo and forgetting to say that they only want a little bit of mayo, because otherwise you'll get about a ½ inch of mayo.
Wow. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, I don't even know where to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Not as bad as I was thinking it would be.
Very tasty, and maybe to your point, less mayo,
Yeah.
but I'd give it a 8 out of 10. It's actually
Oh, all right.
pretty good.
So you're ready to go to Chile then?
So what was it like dining in Chile? Like, what was the food scene like?
I noticed they eat really late, which was really hard for my American stomach. I would be really hungry, and if I were eating with other people, we sometimes wouldn't eat until maybe 11 p.m. So yeah, there was this one night we were watching some election coverage for their Chilean elections. We're just sitting on the TV, it's 9 p.m. All the ingredients are out to be ready to be cooked, but no one has prepped anything, no one has done anything, we're just hanging out. And finally 10 o'clock rolls around, I'm looking at my clock, I'm wondering at what point someone's gonna start chopping the tomatoes and the onions. And finally at 10:30, they start lazily chopping while chatting and watching TV. And at 11 o'clock, we were finally able to eat. And I ate in 10 minutes, and I was just like, I need to go to bed. We have work tomorrow.
Everyone eats later. I don't know what it is. Like, why? Or maybe we're softies.
I know, and they have the long meals too, because they're chatting, they're drinking, they're eating. Whereas I can be done cooking to doing my dishes within 15 minutes. I'll have eaten.
So, did anything eventful happen while you're out there, or anything unexpected?
Yes, all the ladies there were warning me to not have my phone out on the street. So apparently it's really easy for phones to be stolen. Even the locals, they're not just targeting tourists, it's the locals too. And it happens really fast. They said it could happen to anyone. It had happened to a few of them. I was very careful. I noticed immediately when I would walk around, no one had their phones out. Everyone had them in their pockets, their backpacks, and they were just walking well aware. Very different than here in the US where people have their phones out all of the time.
Everywhere.
Yeah, always looking down at their phones. Yeah. But there was this one time I was eating at a restaurant and I came out and I had actually requested the Uber while inside. And we came out and we're just right in front of the restaurant door. I pulled out my phone just to see if my Uber was there. And a delivery driver on a motorcycle came up onto the sidewalk. So I took a step back thinking he was just trying to turn around. But no, he just grabbed for my phone right out of my hands. And luckily my phone is really grippy. So he didn't get it, but he thought he did. He drove off and the person I was with chased after him. People in the restaurant came out to see if I was okay. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I have my phone. But it was just days before I was supposed to leave. So I'd gotten through almost a whole month without any incidents, and this just happened. And luckily, it didn't go down with me losing my phone, but it was a pretty scary way to end the trip.
So my understanding that there's fruit and whipped cream in the sandwich. Interesting.
That sounds delicious.
It's more of a sweet than what we're used to, is more the savory type sandwiches. Yes. Should we dive in here?
Let's do it.
You can tell this one's gonna be messy.
I think that's delicious.
I love how the cream is so light.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if this is more of like a dessert sandwich or if this is just something that they'll eat as a snack.
Yeah, I've been to Japan a lot and I see these all over the department stores and the food courts. And
I'm pretty impressed with this one. I think this is definitely something I would eat again.
Yeah. As you know, we started this WorkX program recently. And we started it because if you think about what we do, we're in the business of cultural exchange, which is basically people traveling to different destinations and learning about other cultures. And what surprised me was before we didn't have this program, that there were very few opportunities for people to travel. So it just kind of occurred to me, like, we're in the business of travel, yet nobody traveled within an organization, but everybody loves travel, right? So that's kind of how this program, Work Exchange, we call it WorkX, was born. And so far, I think we've had about 25 or so staff have gone to all over around the world. So how would you describe the WorkX program to one of your colleagues?
So yeah, I kind of describe it similarly to that, what our company does, we're all about the cultural exchange proponent, allowing people the opportunity to come to the US and explore and understand the culture and be immersed in it. So if we are an advocate for that, why not allow our employees to do the same? Yeah, this will be a first time for you, right?
First time.
Yeah, I've had this a long time ago, and I remember
you went to Australia, right? Yeah.
So when I visited my family out there and spent a month with them, of course, that was at the top of their list. They needed me to try Vegemite Sandwich. And I didn't know, I was only 18, so I didn't know much about Vegemite back then. And I went into it thinking, oh, they just explained it to me as similar to how you guys eat peanut butter. Realized it's not at all like peanut butter. So
First thing I noticed is the smell. This is a strong smell from even from this distance.
It's aggressive.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a go. Ooh, yeah. It tastes as strong as it smells.
Yeah, it tastes just like how I remember it. I regret taking that big of a bite. I thought I liked it for a second at the first part of the bite, and then the more it was in my mouth, I was just like, oh no. It gets more aggressive while it's in your mouth. It's like fighting back.
Well, I do know Australians are very proud of this.
They are eating it all the time. The kids love it. They'll take Vegemite sandwiches to school, but I just can't imagine having more than a bite of this.
Yeah. Yeah. First impressions, I love how the marshmallow is just gooeying off the side.
Right.
It reminds me of a little bit like s'mores, right? All right, let's give
All right,
this a
we're
go.
trying it. This will be a nice sugar high for later. It's definitely sweet, but not bad. It's like a
Very
candy
good.
bar, though. I
Yeah,
don't think I could have more
that's
than a bite.
good point. Yeah. Like a candy bar. Like a little bit like a PB&J sandwich, so it's familiar.
Right.
It has that nostalgic,
Yes.
like homey, very much American homey vibes. I love it.
It's like, and it's two sticky ingredients, so it's just like sticking. I think the top choice would be the Japanese Sando.
Ah,
It was
interesting.
super fresh and sweet. And then the worst, I think, is probably the Vegemite. That one was really hard to swallow. How about you?
I have to go with the Chilean Completo. Well, I love hot dogs.
Yeah.
And the fact that they loaded it up with all these toppings, yeah. Last choice, definitely Vegemite Sando. Well, Camille, wanted to thank you for joining us on this edition of Foreign Flavors.
Thank you for having me. It was really fun.